Hello, world. Welcome to episode 116 of the Jimmy Canz Show. Crown Jewel prediction time. Rodney could not join me for this episode. I do have picks for him, however. So, in order to get this thing, quote unquote, in the can and uploaded, we're going to rock it out right now. So, Crown Jewel this Saturday, noon Eastern, coming to us from the Mosul Park in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Second time this venue has hosted an event, but the first under this name, as it was renamed in 2020 from the King Saud University Stadium. So 7 matches to talk about. Let's get into it. Out of the gate for the Raw Women's title, Bayley challenging the EST Bianca Belair in a last women standing match. I am going to say that Bianca retains in this one. Damage control. Damage control, lost tag titles last night on Raw. So I don't know if they're ready to do anything with this faction right now in terms of titles. So I'm going to say Bianca retains. Rodney sent me his picks. Like I said, he is in agreement on this one. We are both going Bianca Belair. Next up, 6-man action. AJ Styles and the Good Brothers themselves, Carl Anderson and Gallows, the OC, taking on the Judgment Day, who will consist of Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio, who will have Rhea Ripley out there with them. She has been the proverbial thorn in the side of Judgment Day. Rodney is going with the Judgment Day in this one. I, however, am going to be taking the OC, as I think they have something up their sleeve to account for Rhea. The difference here, who that is, possibilities here, a returning Becky Lynch. She is recovering from her injury, maybe a returning Charlotte Flair. She does have that history with Rhea in the past, when Charlotte won the Rumble and then challenged Rhea for the NXT Women's title. So I don't see another woman right now fitting in that would have a kind of big impact here. And these Saudi shows, they like to have something with a big impact. I mean, these are shows where they bring back Goldberg, where they've gotten Taker to wrestle at, where they brought back DX, et cetera, et cetera. They're always, major impactful moments that kind of happen at these shows. I mean, these are basically a private show for the Saudi royal family, so a lot of fan service in these shows. So a big return here seems very likely. The only other possible quote unquote big return, that people might not expect, maybe Sasha Banks, but I don't know if they've been able to work anything out there. So I'm going to say probably Becky or Rhea that'll help make the difference and allow the OC to get the win in this one. Next up, the Lashley and Brock Lesnar clash in what might steal the show. These two guys, both, experienced MMA competitors, experienced amateur wrestlers. This has got, the quote unquote slobber knocker written all over it. I am going to go with Brock Lesnar in this one, as Lashley did get the win over Brock at Rumble last year. Brock won the title at Elimination Chamber, but Lashley wasn't involved there. So going with Brock, I think, get that win back to set up a proverbial rubber match for these two. When exactly they do that rubber match, I'm not sure. But that is why I'm going there. Rodney's really rolling the dice on this one. He is going with a no contest. Like I said, the fact that these are kind of private shows that have a lot of fan service in them, can't see a no contest finish in a show like that. But that's what Rodney's thinking. So there you have that. How do you follow Lashley and Lesnar? Well, with even bigger hosses in the ring, as the monster of all monsters. Roman faces a 7'3" Nigerian giant Omos with MVP in his corner. holy moly. This is, we go from Brock and Bobby to Braun and Omos. Woof, a lot of beef. Um, you know, Rodney, Rodney loves him some Braun. It's going Braun Strowman. I would have to agree with him on this one. I mean, this is Braun's first big premium live event match since re-signing with the company. So you'll have him lose some steam out of the gate here. So going Braun as well. In a steel cage match, Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre gets his hands on Karrion Kross again. Point of this cage is to keep Scarlett, from interfering in the match. How successful that is, we will have to wait and see. I'm going to go with Drew in this one. Kross got the win at Clash of the Castle due to Scarlett's interference. Whether or not she gets involved, I'm not sure, but I got Drew getting the win back here. Set up the rubber match down the road. Rodney's going for Kross to take 2 in a row. So we'll see which one of us is right on this one. Should be a great matchup, though. For the Undisputed Tag Team Championships, the Brawling Brutes, repped by Ridge Holland and Butch, look to put an end to the Usos, reign here as they are quickly approaching breaking the New Day's record for consecutive days as champion. Rodney is taking the Usos to retain in this one. I was thinking that as well, but then I had some second thoughts based on kind of what's been going on, especially after Friday's episode. Jay's not feeling very Usy right now, so I see the Brutes picking up the win here. And helps set up some more and further this kind of non-Usi storyline thing, which is a riot. Sam, he's knocking it out of the park right now in this honorary Usi role. It's fantastic. I think this kind of has to happen now to help further this thing along. So I'm going with Butch and Ridge to capture the titles here. Another, kind of chink in the armor of the bloodline. And further this storyline along. And then last but not least, for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, the social media megastar turned WWE superstar Logan Paul challenges the tribal chief and head of the table, Roman Reigns, for the Ubu. Roman's going to win this one. Rodney also is picking Roman. I don't see any way Logan Paul is the guy to end Roman's run. I just don't. There will be a moment in this match, obviously, where Logan Paul will get, the quote unquote shot on Roman, the lucky shot, and look like he's going to have him beat, but something's going to prevent the 3 count. The official will be down when he does it. Somebody will pull out, set official, something will prevent it. They'll have that whoa moment. But ultimately, Roman's going to walk out of this one with titles. So there you have our picks. I did retain at the last show the Halloween Havoc. So our differences for this show are 4. Rodney's going Judgment Day. I'm going OC. He's saying a no contest. I'm taking Brock. He's got Kross. I got McIntyre, and he's got the Usos to retain, and I got the Brawling Brutes. So there you have it. A little later this month, we will be back at you with our Survivor Series War Games predictions. So that should be a fun one. First time seeing War Games on the main WWE roster. So should be a good one. Let us know your picks as well down below, wherever you are. We hope you're doing well. Give the channel a like, a share, subscribe. Take care of one another, and we will see you when we